So most service businesses are creating content constantly and booking almost nothing from it. So for me, the uncomfortable truth is this. It's not a volume problem. You don't need more videos. You need a system. Hi, my name is Ian, and I'm a filmmaker and a fractional CMO. And for the last 10 plus years, I've helped studios and service brands stop producing one-off videos and start building what I call a film-led funnel. So over the next 25 to 30 minutes or so, I'm going to show you exactly three things. One, how to turn your founder story into a high converting funnel asset, not just a brand video that lives on your homepage and does nothing for you. Two, how each cinematic shoot should feed your entire library of videos so you stop starting from scratch every single time. And three, how to plug all of those into a simple, trackable system that books qualified calls, leads for you on essentially autopilot. This is the exact framework that I use here at Lifted, and I'm going to share it with you. And at the end, I'll show you what a real film-led funnel looks like from the inside so that you can see exactly how everything connects. So here's what I see happening over and over again. A founder, an owner, CMO, maybe that's you, invest in a brand video and it looks great, the team is proud of it, and it goes on the website, and then nothing happens. No uptick in leads, no new calls booked, maybe a few compliments on LinkedIn. So they make another video, then a reel, then another, and they're grinding on content and it still feels like they are invisible online. Here's why that happens, and I really want you to hear this because it can change everything for you. Video without strategy is just expensive decoration. Because the problem isn't the quality of the video. The problem is that the video was never designed to actually do anything specific inside of a buying journey or a digital ecosystem. So think about the last time that you hired someone, whether it be a doctor, a contractor, a coach, and before you ever got on the phone with them, you probably did some research. You watched them, you read about them, you felt you understood who they were, what they believed in, and why they were different than everybody else, or at least why they were a good fit for you. That feeling, that's the story doing its job, and it's what I call story psychology. The idea is that people connect emotionally long before they ever decide logically, and we want to tap into that. And the brands that book premium clients consistently, they've built systems that create that feeling at scale. And that's what we're building today. So before I show you the three moves, I want to give you just a quick map so that you know exactly where everything sits. The system that I'm going to walk you through today is called the Lifted Film Framework. And it has 5 phases: clarity, architect, capture, multiply, and deploy. Today, I'm really going to be focusing on 3 things that correspond to 3 of those phases, because these are the 3 moves that have the most impact, the most direct impact on whether or not you book clients or not. Move 1 is clarity. You've got to turn your story into an asset. Move 2 is capture plus multiply. Each shoot fills your digital video library. And move 3 is deploy, installing it into a system that books clients and appointments or sells your product. So you ready? Let's do it. So most founders think of their story as just like background information, right? They don't even want to share it. It might be a nice to have on an about page somewhere buried deep in the website. But what I'm about to show you is that you need to turn that story into the most powerful asset on your entire funnel. Here's the principle. Your story is not about you. It's a mirror for your ideal client. The moment that a prospective client watches your story and thinks, you know what? That's exactly where I'm at. You've just collapsed months of trust building into a few moments on film. So how do we architect a founder story that actually converts people? Well, there are 4 emotional beats that you need to hit in order to do this. Beat 1, the before. Where were you when you figured this out? Not your credentials, but your struggle. Beat 2 is the break. What was the moment that everything shifted for you? The insight, the failure, when you finally realized something that sent you on a completely new direction. This is your credibility moment, and it should feel human and not polished. Beat 3, the method. So, what did you build as a result? This is where you introduce your framework in plain language, not a feature list, but a belief system. And beat 4, the bridge. We bridge the gap, connecting their situation to yours. So think of it like, if you're sitting where I was sitting, then this is what I built for you. When these 4 beats are captured on film with real location, real lighting, real emotion, that's more than just a brand video. That's a sales asset. And here is the key. This film story becomes the anchor piece for everything else that we are about to build. And that's why it's so vital and important. All right, so this is the piece that I believe most people are missing. And it's where your leverage actually lives. So the traditional model is this. You need a video, you hire someone. You shoot a video, you post the video, and you need another video. And that cycle continues and continues into frustration. But the lifted model is different. We design every shoot as a library event. So here's exactly what I mean by that. So from our strategy sessions, we plan the production days and we create a timeline for completion so that we have a schedule to follow. The assets that we create are as follows. 1 is the brand film. Now, this is your anchor story, anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes, and it lives on your homepage, your VSL, and your YouTube channel. The VSL, Video Sales Letter. It's a direct response version of your story with a clear call to action. So it's designed to convert cold traffic into booked calls. Then we have micro content, which are 30 to 90-second moments pulled from interviews, which are things like belief statements, client outcomes, contrarian takes, and these become your organic social engine. Case story setups. This is B-roll and client testimonials that we capture. And then they're edited into proof assets for your funnel pages. Educational clips. 2 to 5 minute how-to pieces, and these demonstrate your method and they feed your YouTube SEO. And they warm up cold audiences before they ever book a call. So generally in 2 to 3 production days, you'll have 5 to 10 deliverables, and all of them are going to be designed to do specific jobs within your funnel. And the way that we make this work is by doing the strategic work beforehand. It's not about the camera work as much as it is the strategic prep. During what I call a green light session, which is where we map out every asset that we need. We're going to make sure we have every emotional outcome that we want and every place in your funnel that the asset needs to live. This isn't the production, this is the architecture. So you've got your story now, you have got your library, and now you need to plug it into something that actually inspires people to action. And here is the simple version of the film-led funnel. We have the 3 specific layers. Layer 1 is awareness. So this is where cold people find you, YouTube, long-form content like this one, short social clips, and paid ads that use your micro content. The goal here isn't to sell. It's just to make the right person feel seen, that you understand them, and that they can get some information about you. Layer number 2, consideration. So this is where warm people go a little bit deeper. So your VLS funnel page, your brand film on your website, and your case stories. This layer answers the question, can this person actually help me? Do they really understand what my needs are? And listen, your film assets are going to do this better than any written copy ever will. Believe that. Layer 3 is conversion. So this is a clean application or a booking page with one job. Get qualified people on a call to or book an appointment or buy the product. Very simple. The film assets in layer 1 and 2 have already done all the selling, but by the time someone gets to this page, they're not skeptical. They should be excited and ready to go and convert from looking to booking. So the tracking is pretty simple too. We are measuring 3 numbers: views and watch times. Are people actually engaging with the story? Funnel page conversion. Is the VSL doing its job? And then calls booked and show rate. Is the system qualifying correctly? Now, if those numbers are healthy, then the system is working. And if they're off, we know exactly which layer that we need to fix. And this is what I mean when I say that you actually have an infrastructure, not just content. Each asset has a job. Each job is measurable. And when it's all connected, you have a predictable client engine. So I want to take a moment to kind of show you what this looks like in the real world. When John first came to us, he did have a website, but he didn't have an updated website. Didn't have any call to actions, no funnel options, 0. And he didn't have updated photos and had no video content whatsoever. So we ran through the Lifted framework, and in the green light session, we uncovered the emotional arc of his story. And we learned about his father, who taught him everything that he knows, and that tracked all the way up to what led him to branching out on his own. And we also learned about what motivated him in the business, which in his case was the shady work that plagues his industry as a contractor, and how he's positioned his business to fight that cancer by showing that he cares about your home as much as you do, which is why they never cut corners and they deliver your home on time and on budget. So we also did a complete remodel of the website, basically taking it from an out-of-date site, which was functioning more like an out-of-date billboard, and upgrading it with speed, content, clear CTAs, uplifting the SEO rankings, functionality, and its overall professionalism. So we created his brand film, and out of that, we were able to get several micro content clips that he would need to create a library of essential digital assets needed to be able to create his digital marketing ecosystem, which is your YouTube, your website, your email, and your ads, where all of these assets are going to be deployed. But now I want you to hear a few words from John himself on his experience with Lifted. Watch this.
My name is John Majerus with Reliance Builders of Colorado. We are a full-service residential construction company. We do basements, additions, kitchens, full home renovations, really any and everything on the residential construction side. We can build you a custom home and any and everything in between. When I had started talking to Lifted, our online presence was super average at best. I have always liked, it had this weird thing of liking to hide and stay a little bit reserved and behind the scenes. I don't know why. That's just been an MO for me. Just recognizing that our sales pipeline was always average, realizing that we need to get our name out there more, realizing that as the owner of Reliance Builders, I need to step up and become more visible. I just recognized the need, and we needed to level up our level of professionalism, ramp it up, I guess I would say. Again, I was very nervous going into it, and I remember, having my first sit down with the cameras and a little nervous and just in my head about, the scripts that I need to be communicating effectively. But it was, what's so cool is Ian and Kadri are so kind and they make you feel so comfortable. So it just worked out really well in the end. And when I see the end result of the product, again, our professionalism, in my opinion, just goes to another level. And I think it creates authenticity, not only in the values that we stand for and how we do business, but they get to see that. They get to see it through me as the business owner, our employees that work for us, our trade partners, and of course online on our website, just having those congruent messaging from the website to how I speak to clients on the job site, it all works really well, and I think our message is pretty authentic. I mean, working with Ian and Kadri has been awesome. I mean, they're great people. Again, wonderful people of Christ. We share the same values, not only in how we operate our business, but in life. And that just lends itself to being that much more comfortable around them when we're doing the work. And of course, feeling comfortable when they go into our clients' homes, not only to film and take photos, but we've done some wonderful client testimonials. And I mean, this has taken a couple hours out of our clients' very busy schedules to do this work. And every single time we've done one of those, my clients have raved about Ian and Kadri and just the professionalism and the kindness, and they make them feel so at ease. And at the end of the day, the actual video that we receive that we put on our website is super professionally done, and you can tell that they're authentic, and it just works. So we're super thankful for that. Our business, from a professionalism and credibility standpoint, has leveled up multiple levels because of the work they've done. I actually tell people all the time, we've built a pretty good online presence, go take a look at it. And I can say that with confidence. I didn't have that before. So I tell clients all the time, part of the reason why they should hire us is because we pay attention to the details. Everybody wants to have a beautiful home that they can be proud of when they're done. But the work we do is intrusive. When we're doing, main floor renovations, full kitchens that are going to be on display for all their friends, all their family, having an attention to detail, being super professional in what we do is critically important. And the work that Lifted Film has done for us, it's the professionalism, it's the equal attention to detail that they put into their videos. They know all the ins and outs of how to make it work, how to get the right lighting, how to ask the right questions, how to capture, the moments in time that are actually at the job site, and how to grab those photos. We get compliments on it all the time. People say, "Man, your work looks amazing," and that's a direct result of the people that are taking the professional photos and making that work. Just like the videos, the B-roll video, and of course the client testimonials. This is super critical to our business, to lend itself to building credibility, because our industry is riddled with bad, shoddy contractors, and we need to tell the right story so people believe us and trust us that we are going to do what we say we're going to do. And all those videos and all of that, those photos, is what helps prove that to the clients that we talk to. So we're very, very pleased.
So here's what changed. He went from essentially no content or very low, unorganized, unfocused content, and he started running a system. And he is now running ads to this very day. So here's where you are right now. You either already have video assets that aren't working as hard as they should for you, or you haven't built the system yet. And you've been putting it off because it feels complicated. Either way, the next step is the same. You need clarity before you ever touch a camera. And that's exactly what you get inside the green light session, which is a focused working session where you map out your story and we define exactly who your audience is, what is the offer, and we identify the emotional outcomes that your films need to create and architect the exact asset that your funnel needs. It's the first real move inside the Lifted framework, and it's where every great film-led funnel starts. So if you're ready to stop guessing and build something that actually works, there's a link below this video and you can apply for the green light session there. It's not a sales call, it's a strategy session, and you'll walk away with a clear picture of exactly what you need to build and why, whether you work with us or not. So click the link, fill out the short form, and let's figure out if we're a good fit to work together. And I'll see you on the other side.